Hi, my loves. How are you doing today? I'm doing so well, I could cry. I'm gonna do a video directly on this, but if you're watching this, I'll let you in on the 411. My dog has needed ACL surgery, her second one, for some time now, and it was really putting some pressure on me, and honestly put me in a little bit of a depression episode, but I learned a lot. It was a very spiritual experience for me. That's why I want to take a whole time of just making a video directly on explaining how it changed my life and how it was meant to happen and just the beautiful outcome of it, but also not denying the fact that it was very hard navigating through it and just what came up and blah blah blah. So if you're ever interested in that, I'll probably be posting that sometime next week, because I kind of want to sit with this feeling before I just try to show up for social media and be so performative. I want to just let myself enjoy the fact that I've been waiting for this and working for this and just for a while, and just I really want to soak in the feeling of like, wow, it almost feels unreal because I've been working, like I just felt like this was never gonna happen at some point, because I'm like, how are we still here, but we made it through it, and it feels like, because you have to think her first surgery was about a year ago, and then almost a couple months after that I got hit with the second one, and it was just like a whole year of just humbling, to say the very least. But I feel really good, really happy, excited to be here. So yeah, guys, I hope you feel my energy of just, I feel like I could be through the roof. I actually have cried a couple times. I feel like I'm just kind of like, I think I'm gonna be on a natural high for a couple weeks of just really enjoying this, because it almost doesn't even feel like I'm like, or did it finally actually happen? Because damn, did it feel like it take a lot of time. But like I said, it was all for a purpose, and I'll go over that in my video. But yeah, I already said the prayer for the collective energy. Let's tap in, see what needs to come through. Not needs to, but what wants to come through. Maybe we'll have some guidance. Maybe we'll have a story that wants to come through that resonates with us. I don't know. We'll see, Grab your snacks, grab your blanket. I don't know. If you're driving, roll the window down, get some breeze. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you do, make yourself comfy, because we're about to tap in and see what wants to come through for the collective. I'm hearing grace, and then I heard singing, just like very loud singing. And now I'm being flashed to when I was walking the other day. There was this lady that was singing really loud, and she did not care. She did not care at all. She was so in her own world, and Oreo kept staring at her, like wanting to watch her. And to me, that resembled just attention being drawn in. But the way the woman, and somebody even said hi to her, and she just, I think she had her headphones in, and she just did not care. She was so confident, like I said, singing so loud. And the reference I'm getting is just being in your own element, in an unshakable force of confidence, in this new level of being unlocked, of just, I don't give up, but in a like flowing, graceful way. And I'm hearing that will be the theme of this summer and moving forward. One second, I asked for this message to come through clearly, no blocks, all cleared, just to come through naturally and with ease. And I asked for the help of the angels to allow that to come forward. I'm getting images of roller skating, and somebody was holding somebody as they were roller skating, going in circles, and the two people were laughing. I'm seeing swimming. I'm seeing camping. I'm seeing walking outside, eating ice cream with lights, like the night lights are coming on, but it's not dark yet, but it's that tone when the sky starts turning blue and pink. And I'm just seeing deep connections. I'm hearing new places, new faces. And then I'm hearing unlocked. Because of stepping into this new frequency of owning your own divine nature and not caring what others think, and that's pulling in a magnetic energy that's calling in these deeper connections. And then I'm hearing this is the gift for doing the work and clearing what you needed to clear in order to have this. They're saying your inner world will change and unlock before the outer world reflects. And during this season where we were in hibernation, you know, this is when the shadows tend to come through and ask for you to do the work. And now that you have done that over the winter period, this is the level that's unlocking for you. And then I'm seeing monkeys, and I'm seeing summer tropical. And I'm here, and now I'm seeing four-wheelers, sand dunes. I'm just seeing a lot of travel to different places, and this childlike nature, this very playful nature, and finding other people that match that frequency. But also I'm seeing a lot of solo travel as well. And that's where you'll meet a lot of these people that are in this playful energy as well, because they're also into, you know, solo traveling and having playful mind and not allowing anything to hold them back and moving forward. And that's when you're meeting like-minded individuals that you create a deeper bond with, that see you. I'm seeing a move. I want to say to a city. And then I'm hearing this collective has been craving more community. And that's why you're being called forth to make this move, because where you're being guided to move to, there is more community in the areas that you would like to grow in. And this is a new level being unlocked for your growth. I'm seeing wherever you move, it's very aesthetically pleasing. A lot of nightlife, but not in the partying world. I'm seeing this collective maybe likes to go out a lot at night for even just nightly strolls, nightly events, and finding a town that's safe to do so, and this town is safe to move forward with that. And I'm hearing in this city, you're not going to be using your car often. I don't know why that needed to come through. A lot of walking, Ubering, scooters, and I'm even seeing roller skating to places. Oh, and that's cool. It's saying this is also helping that inner child unlock that playfulness that you've been craving and calling in as well. And then I'm hearing creative expression. unlocking that as well when you introduce more play into your life. And then I'm hearing you don't have to worry about meeting people, because when you enter into this frequency, that's when it's calling in. So don't go looking for it. Allow yourself to step into how can I be more playful, and that's when you will magnetize these things into you. I'm hearing that this collective has been asking what their authentic self wants and needs, and that's the answer, is to allow more play. And then I'm hearing, I don't know how to do that. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but it's simple, and the fact that you're making it hard is the reason why it's hard. Anything could be play. It's just about the perspective switch. Children don't go around asking how to play. They just play. It just is. They just are. And that's what you can do. You just have to flip the switch of your perspective. And it's like a muscle, so don't shame or guilt yourself of not being able to be into that frequency as much as you would like, because the more you move through it, sorry, I feel like I need to move my spine a little bit. Oh, that's the message itself too. More movement, more playful movement. And then I'm seeing somebody at a kitchen cooking and maybe just being bored with it, but being asked to maybe allow a new taste of music into your lifestyle that makes you feel like you want to be silly and move around and play. And ask yourself, what music would your inner child like to listen to? What makes you feel nostalgic? And then I'm even being shown that not everything has to be aesthetically pleasing. Allow yourself to be silly, because some of you are taking life a little bit too seriously. Maybe this can start as something as small as they showed me an image of slippers. And for me, a childhood thing for me was Hello Kitty. Maybe something as silly as getting yourself like a Hello Kitty, or what if you're a male, something that unlocked in your inner child world. They're showing me Hello Kitty because that's something that I loved when I was a kid, so insert what yours is. But getting maybe something like a pair of slippers that when you look at it, it reminds you of that reason why you purchased it. And then it's kind of setting the tone, as you know how some people put post-it notes around to remind them. These are little initiations to remind yourself to snap back into that frequency. And then I'm seeing with time, you seeing that kind of did do a trick for you in stashing other little things that people might not understand, but you understand, kind of around your space to elevate you into that timeline. And then I'm just hearing that this collective really does take trying to be aesthetically pleasing a little too serious. And that's kind of what's blocking you into stepping forward into this frequency more. You're allowed to let that go. And then I'm hearing, actually, please let that go, because that's actually creating a bigger block than you think, because it's almost like putting you in a perfectionism mindset. And I'm seeing somebody move everything into like perfect alignment, and just feeling like even like the books have to be color coordinated, and it's just, be silly. It wasn't meant to be that serious, you know? And then I'm hearing, have more fun with your outfits. When you're going to get dressed, ask yourself, what would your inner child like to dress up as today? What's fun? Who cares what people think? And then I'm hearing, actually, the more you accept that, the more main character energy you will have, because you're allowing your authentic self to express through, instead of thinking, oh, how can I look put together for society? And people are attracted to authenticity. It's like a magnet. You could be wearing a freaking, they're showing me somebody having a fish outfit on, and still people just love the authenticity and being magnetized towards that. That's what calls in people. In allowing yourself to express that, you then drop the if you're wondering why you haven't been attracting in the people that you're deeply resonating with, it's because you're not being authentic with yourself of what you're resonating with. So how can they find you? And they're telling me, as soon as you drop into this and unlock this, this is when you will start seeing big changes. And you're already on the timeline of this. It's just kind of setting this up to move you deeper into this. Because this is actually things you're accepting and leaning in towards now. And that the fear is just an illusion for you. Once you do this, you will realize it wasn't that big of a deal anyways. And you're like, why didn't I hear somebody say, why didn't I do this sooner? But don't hold on to that either, because you're on your divine timing, okay? Always remember that. With this group, I feel like I really need to emphasize that for some reason, because I'm just hearing a lot of like guilt and shame of just, wow, it could have been that easy. It could have been that easy. But the thing is, it wasn't presented to you at the time because it wasn't meant to. You know, when they say you know better, you do better. Well, you didn't know better. And now you do. Now it's in your awareness, because we're not meant to know everything at once. That would be overwhelming. We take step by step into our divine path in which way we're being navigated. And this is where you're being navigated now, and you're going through with courage and with ease and playfulness. That's the new frequency you're tapping into. And everything's about to explode and unlock. And you're going to be living into a complete different reality, because you're no longer vibrating with the old frequency that you used to. And then I'm just hearing once again, how can I make this situation more playful? And then I'm hearing that's the T. Angels, is that all that wants to come through? It got quiet, so that's all that wants to come through for right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful message, beautiful message. I feel you. I've been thinking about buying a pair of roller skates myself. We shall see. So yeah, I think we're gonna leave it at that. Pretty straightforward. I hope you have a fun summer. Check in and tell me if you resonate with that. If you haven't yet, subscribe if you like the vibe, like the video if you resonated, comment if you resonated with it as well. Tell me something that in the comment section, if you made it all the way through. What's something you can take a step forward with today that will allow you to be in that playfulness? Did you decide to skip while you're walking down the street today? Did you buy a pair of slippers with your favorite stuffed animal thing on top of it? What did you do? What are you gonna do this week to allow yourself to step forward into that? Anyways, super excited for you. I love you. I will see you later.